What's up, everybody? This is Brad, aka 2Fitted, coming to you with another quick video. And today, this is just to answer the Q&A that I have. I asked on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook if anybody had any questions, and we'll go ahead and jump into the answers for those questions. This is the first one. If you guys are interested in more, or you have questions for the next one, definitely throw that in the comment section below, and I'll go ahead and get to that. I'm not exactly sure how frequently I'll do this. Might be once a month, but it kind of depends on the frequency of the questions and if you guys are interested in it. But we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. The first question we have is from M.K. Lewis, and they ask, who or what inspires me? In regards to YouTube, I'm assuming. Well, for me, one thing that I love is that I can get inspiration from just about anywhere. I get inspiration from watching YouTubers, and I get inspiration from different products as well as different subscribers. The main inspiration and what kind of pushed me to do YouTube in the first place was my homie Keon and homie Ryan. Both of those two, they were just kind of just starting out and just pushing videos. They didn't have too many subscribers when I found them, and I saw that how they were just pushing it and just kind of speaking to them, and they were hitting me up, and they were just basically letting me know, like, hey, they knew they didn't have many people watching, but that didn't matter to them. They just enjoyed doing the videos, and they just knew subscribers would come, and both of them are over 4,000 subscribers. So it definitely helped, and that's something I like to look at. But at the same time, I also get inspired from people who leave comments and things that they say, and as well as meeting people in public. I've had some people invite me to their town to go to a car meet, and it's been a pretty dope experience to see people and they get excited to meet me, and I'm like, I mean, I'm just a regular person, and I don't even have that many subscribers. I'm not even at 1,000, and it's a pretty dope experience. So I definitely enjoy all of that. But yeah, I get inspired by a lot of things, and having my YouTube family, it's Keon with his Mr. Rockoff Johnson, Ryan because Daddy, then I have my friend T with Technically T, then I got Corey with the Tech Couple, and got the homie DeCarlo with his Looney Low, and Matt Parker, Stay Tuned. Like, it's a lot of us who kind of, just people I know who just kind of feed off each other. And then when Technically T got featured in one of the Samsung videos from his YouTube, I mean, that felt amazing, and it wasn't even me. So it's that kind of stuff kind of drives me, and I definitely like that. So that's a big thing. I hope that answered the question. My next one is from Ryan. He asked, what would be my dream build? My dream build would be an S chassis, probably S13, either a hatch or coupe, one of those two. And engine I'll put in it will be, basically I'll throw an R35 engine in there. I know it's automatic and a lot of people don't rock with that, but that's what I actually want to do. I would love to do that. And I know that'll cost a lot of money, but that's what I would love to do. A lot of people throw in 2 JZs or RBs or even SR20s, which all of them will be amazing, don't get me wrong, but getting that R35 engine in there, that would be my dream build. Alright, and let's see, Jalen asks, what actually got me into cars? Well, this one is quite a few parts to this. I always remember liking cars since I was little, and always getting Hot Wheel cars every time I went to the grocery store, stuff like that. And I had a bunch of cars, toys here and there. And I remember we used to play That's My Car, being outside, see a car go by that was nice, and me and my friends was like, oh, that's my car, that's my car. We'd see who can get the most cars just based off cars we thought that looked pretty good. But in terms of actually getting more serious, I'm gonna say when Gran Turismo came out, was definitely playing that, and I was using the Skyline, a car I haven't seen before, and I was so interested in it. And my dad, he had a car, a 3000 GT. It was hard to beat, and my move was to do a Skyline that was fast enough to beat him. It didn't have the same top speed, but I could at least start the race in front of with the acceleration, and then I just couldn't mess up at all in order to beat him. So that was definitely a big player. But also my younger brother Gene, he's really into cars, and so what happened was I was really into games. He was into cars, and he loved video games that were based on cars. And so I was like, well, that's pretty cool. We can relate on that. And I was like, well, let me look at it more seriously into cars. And I was around when Fast and Furious was coming out, and so that kind of helped as well. So it was just like all of that together just kind of pushed me into cars. And once I got a car that felt like could be modified, I was like, yep, that's the path to go. So the rest was history. Alright, and what is the ultimate goal for my YouTube channel? And that was from Keon. Well, ultimate goal for YouTube is, first off, enjoy it. I don't want it to feel like, oh, this is something I have to do, or like a job or something. I mean, it'd be amazing to be able to just do that for a job, don't get me wrong, but I don't want it to feel like a chore, like something that's I'm not looking forward to doing. So first and foremost, it's just definitely enjoying it. Second, I want to basically become somewhat of a bridge for a community. Get people together. I was kind of doing that when I was in Maryland with the DMV Ultimas, trying to do that, and trying to do that here in Florida as well. But I want to be able to do that with more people. So far, I've had a few people hit me up like, "Hey, I wish I had people or had you in my area, and we can do this and do that." And I'm like, well, you might not have me there, but there are people in your area, and then kind of I've gotten people together that way. So I definitely want to be a bridge in that regards. Also want to be a source of knowledge. Somebody come to me with a question, I might not have the answer, but I'll be able to get the answer and try to relay it in as best as I could. Definitely like to do that. Mostly it's working so far with the Ultima, because I get a lot of people with questions with Ultimas, and I'm not an expert on it or anything, but I've had two. And I definitely know people who are experts, and so I definitely know who to reach out to if need be. So definitely like to have that as well. But I also want to get my channel to a point where if I have, like, say merchandise, or my homies have merchandise or something, that I'll be able to say, hey, go check this person out, or I'll say, hey, this is what I have, and be able to make some moves that way. So I definitely like to do that. I do want to become a serious brand, and I do want to get some sponsors as well. Not sponsors that's just like, oh, here's free stuff for me, but sponsors where I can get discounts for my subscribers, or get a sponsor to be like, hey, I want to host this giveaway, instead of me doing all the giveaways on my own. That way it can be more giveaways for everybody. And the way that that's going to happen is definitely by getting more interactions and everything. When I get to 100,000 channel views, I plan to start reaching out to some companies for some sponsorships. And last time I looked, I was at like 91,000 channel views. So it won't be too much longer now. So that's definitely a path that I'm looking to take. Alright, the next question is from Pierre. He asked, what was my favorite build? So far, my favorite build, I don't know, I have a few that I like a lot. One that really got me into the S chassis in general was actually that dude in blue, because I just kind of started seeing him everywhere, and then I looked it up and I saw what he did with his, and this was before he actually finished it, but seeing his process will definitely help motivate me a lot. That's how I actually found Ryan as well, so definitely shout out to them. Definitely got me really into it, and how I found Clutch Kick PJ, which is another dope YouTuber I watch and who motivates me as well. He's actually a big reason we moved to Florida, because seeing how Florida is in the wintertime is amazing. Like, you can see now, I don't know how much justice this is doing, but it feels pretty good out here. I believe we're in the 70s. And last week was a little rough, but that still wasn't too bad. But yeah, I definitely like that build. There was another one, the 8.6 with the Ferrari engine. Definitely thought that was pretty dope. I don't see too many things like that. I definitely think that's pretty dope. Anything that's unconventional is pretty cool. But those two are probably my favorite. Also, I'm liking what Keon is doing with his build. He's taking it and he's doing something pretty special with his FRS. Ryan with his 240s. Just kind of starting on his new coupe, so don't know how that's going so far. Looks like he's making progress, but I love his S14. It's probably my favorite S14 out there. And of course, I'm loving Clutch Kick PJ. His S13 is a beast with the RB, just sick. Oh, and technically T. I love his Maxima. His Maxima was a big motivation for me to get back into Nissan. I was gonna get a Maxima, but the price for the one that I wanted was a little further than I wanted, because I was buying me a car and help my wife get her a car. So at the time, I didn't want to spend that much on just me. So ended up going with the Ultima because it's a little cheaper, and I actually love the way that turned out, because I love the Ultimas now. But yeah, it's so many dope builds out there, and hopefully I'll have a new build fairly soon. Most likely it's gonna be S13, but I'm not ruling out other things like the 300ZX. Definitely looking into those as well. And the last question is, what is a must-have vehicle if money was not an option? And that's from James. I would say must-have vehicle for me if money wasn't an option, I would definitely love to get me a R34 or R35 Nissan GTR. I'm a little torn as to which one I want more. I can see having a R35 before a 34, mostly because of how they are legal here in the U.S. and a 34, there's so many loopholes you got to go through to get them here. But those two are my dream cars, so it's kind of tough for me which one I would like more. I'm thinking the 35. I don't know. It's been growing a lot. Seeing those wide bodies, it's been amazing. So I'm thinking R35 GTR would be my dream. But that's it for the first question and answers. Definitely appreciate you all for the feedback, for the love. Even when you guys tell me, oh, sounds bad or this doesn't look that great, definitely appreciate that kind of feedback, because that's the only way it's going to grow and change. So definitely keep it up. I'd like to thank you all for commenting, liking, subscribing, all the love and interactions I've been getting. And if there's anything else you guys were interested in, definitely don't hesitate. You can leave in the comment section and we'll definitely keep it going. Yeah, thanks again. Please like, comment, subscribe, and as always, have a good one. Peace.